And we know that for sure because we just passed a marker on the road. And the Korean team take things up with 3 riders on the front for South Korea. Zabu KTM, they've got a former stage winner of a stage at the Tour de Langkawi as well in Simone Bevilacqua, and Mattia Bevilacqua posted a pretty good results as well in the opening criterium race a couple of days ago in Sabah, so watch out for both of the Bevilacqua brothers in the colours of Zabu KTM. But for now it's the Korean team on the front, Max Walscheid looming large in their rear view mirror, that huge figure of the German. First came to my attention when he took a stage at the Tour de Yorkshire a couple of years ago in the windy and rain-swept edition of the race. It always seems to be, and a finish in Scarborough. Big, powerful, typical German sprinter, like so many before him, like Andre Greipel, like Pascal Ackermann, very similar to him, the current generation of German sprinters. He is an absolute beast when he gets going, will be hard to stop. B&B Hotels now with Cyril Gauthier working on the front, the little climber, but they're working today now first and foremost to make sure that Pierre Hollande gets through to the final 3 kilometres in safety, and he's done that. But now they're thinking about Jérémy Lecroix, their powerfully built, rangy, fast finisher. I hesitate to call him a sprinter, but he's shown that he can kind of mix it in this sort of company with a top 10 finish back in the criterium race a couple of days ago. Now NTT start to assume control, and now they are coming towards the final couple of kilometres where it will begin to get a bit technical. Onto this dual carriageway now, a kilometre of straights down here, still picking up a tailwind, and then they'll come off this road onto a slip road with around about 600 metres to go, where the NTT finally have control of the very front of the race. And is that field just being caught there? I think it is. So finally the race has come back together again. 1 kilometre to go, and here we go now as NTT lined out on the front. For the first time since the race got underway from Terengganu today on stage 2 of the Tour de Langkawi, the big favourites now have this race by the scruff of the neck and are there to be threatened. And Androni riding up alongside them on the left-hand side of the road, the French team B&B Hotels Vital Concept down the middle of the road. Bardiani a little bit scattered though, working for Matteo Pelucchi, as Max Walscheid's team, well, it's going to be a huge lead out. It's only got 2 lead out men to go. And pretty soon they're going to come off on the slip road to the left, and there's a sweeping 90-degree left-hander as a big long-range attack seemed to come down the right-hand side, but it was just a positioning move, because if you're not towards the front now, then you're not going to be able to win the race. About 100 metres now in this direction, and then they'll take another left-hander, and here they go now, lining themselves up for this technical little left-handing turn and a sweeping approach towards the barriered section now. We pick them up within the final 500 metres. You don't want to open up your sprint too soon here. It's into a headwind. But now Max Walscheid goes. About 200 metres to go for him. Walscheid, has he gone too early? Alongside him? Well, he's threatened all the way. But Walscheid has the power to sustain it all the way. But he's just pipped at the post by a rider from the ARA Pro Racing Sunshine team. Tad Jones takes the victory. I'm pretty sure it must be him. From nowhere, Walscheid possibly went too early. But it looks to me like Tad Jones has got there. Let's have a look, get confirmation of who that rider was. I'm pretty sure that ARA Pro Racing Sunshine Coast, Tad Jones has taken victory there from Max Walscheid. It was a fleeting glimpse of the finish line when we got there. Chaotic finale, a brilliant solo attack from Rylo Fields. Looked like NTT had got everything right, but then suddenly at the finish, when it really mattered, I think he might have been pipped to the post. Certainly ARA Pro Racing Sunshine Coast think that they have got the victory. If they did, I'm pretty sure it must be Tad Jones. Let's wait to see the picture.